What is up, my Strong Heart crew? Welcome back to another video, and the camera's making my hands look absolutely disgusting. But let's ignore that, because today is a squishy makeover. Enter the squishy. And now it's time to get into squishy roasting. No, it's not a Mariah Elizabeth ripoff, it's an homage. So this boba unicorn is cute and all, but I also have plenty of problems with it. The, pig nose is not your look, girl. Also, it bothers me that she's drinking herself. Allow me to stab myself with a straw and just drink my own blood. Moving on. We're gonna have to cut off her hands and her nose and her straw. That's all I was trying to say. So let's start off this process with more violence. That's a little uncalled for. So we're going to be cutting off her horn. Sad, I know, but we're going to be wanting her to change her into something that's not a unicorn. So this was a requirement. We're also going to be making 200 tiny little cuts on that area to smooth it out. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That'll be easier to work with than that rough surface before. Let's also cut off the hands or paws, and the straw, and the nose, which is going to be leaving some pretty gnarly scars, but I feel like puffy paint will fix that. I think we got it smooth enough, or as smooth as it could be, because we're literally chopping some of her limbs off. We're going to go in and smooth that out with 10 gazillion coats of puffy paint. Wonderful, yay, quality content. We're also going to be going over the area where we cut off the horn, because that area is just as rough as the front. 2 coats later, we've built up enough layers of puffy paint to now it won't look like we've chopped anything off at all when we finally go over for paint. It's time to go in with the white base coat because it will be hard for us to paint with our desired colors over that fluorescent yellow. So this will be a good way to just start fresh with our squishy and also see just how much damage our cutting off and adding on did. That's looking pretty good, and now it's time for us to mix up our own shade of gray. We're going to be applying that onto the squishy because we are turning this squishy into a cat. And I thought gray was a pretty soft and cute looking cat color, so I think this will end up working pretty well. That's the first layer of paint on. Now it's time to go over for the second layer. And there we go. And now I'm taking some yellow, absolutely delicious, luscious yellow. Oh, it's just so good. While I'm turning this cup into lemonade, cat lemonade, you see what I'm doing here? So I thought this would be a good time to tell you that my 200 subscriber celebration video, it is not canceled, it's just postponed, it's coming soon, and you will be given a shout out in it if you haven't already been given a shout out in my 160 subscriber video. Thank you so much for your patience and understanding, and now it's time for us to get into the face of the squishy. For this, I'm going in with something kind of basic, but still pretty cute. Sometimes basic is good, because we already got the whole lemonade thing going on, and I completely messed up those whiskers, like, completely. So we're going to let that dry, and then we're just going to paint over them. That looks good, and we're going to try again. And while we're waiting for that to dry, we're just going to add on little pink inner ears. That's really cute. And now it's time to go in with a little toothpick to do the whiskers, hopefully better this time. There we go, I think that's looking really good. And then it's time for the little eye shinies, and the little eyebrows, which are kind of awkward. And pay attention, pay attention. This is another moment, pay attention. Why is yellow so edible? Now it's time for us to go in and use that fresh yellow paint that we've mixed up to make some little ice cubes, to make it more clear that this is lemonade and not, just like a random yellow cup. So, there we go, that's looking pretty cute, but I want to take it a step further, so I'm adding in some little light yellow lemon slices in the same color, just to make it look even more edible and make me want to drink it even more. I'm highlighting that with a darker yellow color for the rind by adding in a little bit of orange to the pre-existing yellow color that I used to paint the cup. Then I'm going in with a toothpick to add the little lemon seeds or juicy areas or whatever you want to call them, adding some highlights, and there we go. There she is. I decided to name her Otta because lemonade, aid, Otta. I don't know, maybe it's kind of stretched, but I honestly kind of like it. She's not perfect, but don't expect like Mariah Elizabeth level perfect squishies on here because I'm not Mariah Elizabeth. I'm 11 years old and I just started doing this, and I'd say I'm doing pretty good for my age and my experience level. Do we like Otta? Do you like Otta? I think she's pretty cute, and I'm glad at how well my patching job turned out, and I'm honestly really proud of her.